Welcome to Stretch Club. This is mobility for people who are not flexible because it's not really about a circus level of flexibility, but rather making your body more adaptable. So today we're going to do 4 moves, one for the neck, one for the shoulder, one for the core and spine, and then finally we'll do a little bit of a hip flow because you also need to add a little bit of strength, but again, it's mostly about adaptability. So I'm going to guide you through each one of these exercises and then just follow along, and I'll give you some more instructions as we end all of this. So first, all you're going to need is a towel and a little bit of space, but we'll use that towel in a second. So just a rolled up bath towel or something like that, super easy, nothing crazy. The first exercise though is for the neck, and we're going to jump right into it. The head and neck are one of the most important structures of the body. You could say that your entire body follows your head and neck. So if your head and neck are in a weird position, the rest of your body accommodates or compensates for that, which is very important. So if we get our head right, we can get everything else right. So we'll start with the head. What I'm gonna have you do is reach your hand over to the opposite side of your head, and we're going to pull the head down to the side, and then you're going to push the head back into the hand, okay? We're going to do that very slowly, but I want you to keep constant pressure between the head pulling the head and the head pushing into the hand, okay? So create a little bit of pressure along the side of your head, then you'll slowly pull yourself down to the side, all the way down, feel a nice stretch, keeping pressure, and then bring your head all the way back upright, okay? We'll slowly do that again. Pull it all the way down to the side, then bring it straight up and hold it in the middle for a 3 count, 2, 1, 0, and then slowly again bring it down to the side, controlled as far as you can go, but no further, and then slowly bring it back up to the top, and then hold it for 3, 2, 1, and we'll repeat. Slowly go down. If you're feeling too much pressure, lighten the tenseness with which you're pulling and pushing. You don't have to do much. We just want a little bit of resistance so we keep you honest, basically. Hold it in the middle one more time. 3, 2, 1, and then we'll bring it slowly back down. We're mostly keeping our head straight, but you can let it rotate just a little bit and then bring it all the way back up and hold it for 3, 2, 1, relax. Cool. Do a big head circle, kind of relax. You might feel that side of the neck, but we're going to do the other side of the neck. So grab a hold of the other side of the head, and then slowly, keeping the pressure, head's pushing the hand, hands pulling the head, and then you'll slowly pull down to the side, all the way down, hit that end range and come all the way back to the start and hold it up for 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring that down to the side again, all the way down, pressure, and then all the way up, constant tension, and then back up, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Again, bring it back down. Slowly, 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 then pull it back up. Make sure we're keeping an upright spine the whole time. Hold it up in the middle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, slowly pull it down to the side, all the way down. Nice stretch, nice strengthening, and then we're gonna pull it all the way forward. Awesome, cool. Getting those neck muscles warm. Now one of the biggest things that the neck does is it flexes and extends. There is some lateral rotation left to right, yes, but one of the most important movements is forward and back. So we're gonna do that same exercise, keeping lateral pressure. We'll go back to the other side this time, but this time we're gonna do a little bit of a chin tuck. And by mostly chin tuck, you have to first bring your chin forward and then bring it back. So as you do that, your spine will round and go forward, that's fine. And we're gonna let it go back, but we're going to keep constant pressure of our hand pulling the head, kind of like the first set, okay? So let's do one where we pull our head out to the side, then we'll bring it back to the neutral position. Now that you're at that neutral position, bring your chin forward and then pull back. Good. Go forward and get small, keeping pressure, and then come back and get tall. So this is basically chin tucks with lateral pressure. Go forward and then come back and get tall. Good. Go forward, nice and slow. Go back, get tall, bring your chest upright and keep pressure. Tuck that chin. Good. Go all the way forward one more time and then bring it on back. Get nice and tall and relax. Cool. We'll switch to the other side. So now grabbing the head, one time let's pull it over to the side just so we can kind of center our head. And then we're going to do our chin forward. Let our shoulders round forward. Chin back, spine gets tall. Good. Chin forward, back rounds, get tall. Keeping pressure on the head, not too much, but not too little, just enough to keep you honest. Chin forward, Chin back, you got 2 more. Tuck that chin, get really tall. Good. Go all the way forward. Might hear some pops and cracks, that's fine. Not a big deal. And then all the way back. Awesome. Cool. That's the neck one. I would suggest you perform that other times, but let's move on to the shoulders. So for the shoulders, I want you to make sure we're thinking more about adaptability than we are flexibility here. And so what I'm going to have you do is put both of your arms out to the side. You're going to turn one palm up and keep the other palm down. Then you're going to switch them, okay? And so with this, I just want to warm up the rotator cuff, and we want the upper body to alternate. The natural thing that our body does is to alternate. So turning really far one side and then to the opposite. You want to create a little bit of a rhythm and then really push it at the end range. So again, adaptability. We want our shoulders to be able to rotate. That's the primary thing they do. And we're just going to have them rotating back and forth and rotating and twisting. Get some blood flow in those rotator cuffs, twisting back and forth. Get a nice rhythm for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you can do this with your arms bent. That's great too. But what we're going to do is get both of our arms. And what I want to do is create a quality of being bouncy. So this is called a baby whip. Your arms are going to be up at 90 degrees. If you can't have them at 90 degrees, you can have them a little bit lower. That's fine. I actually prefer them. Let's start with our arms at about 45 degrees. And what you're going to do is basically backhand, just a little kind of a whip, not too hard and not too soft. But as you do that, you're going to bring your chest forward. So backhand, throwing your arms back. You'll feel a little bounce back, but you're just whipping them back and basically prying your chest open or throwing your shoulders back, okay? And so we're just whipping our elbows back and basically just opening up those shoulders. You can go a little bit quicker if you feel comfortable, but basically you just want to repeatedly whip those shoulders back. The opposite of whipping them back is doing nothing forward, okay? So this is kind of opposing the arms forward, doing nothing. We're going actively back, and we want to create the quality of bounciness. Now, once your elbows have been down a little bit, we whip them back. We're going to bring them up just a little bit higher. Whip them back, throw the elbows back. Don't worry about pinching the shoulder blades. That's not really what I'm interested in. I'm interested in your arms moving back. So back hand, back elbows, and you'll naturally feel those muscles between your shoulder blades. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, if you feel comfortable, go a little bit quicker, throw them back a little faster. If you don't feel comfortable, just a nice smooth opening with a little almost pulse at the end range, okay? So now if we can, elbows go up a little bit higher than 90 degrees, and we're gonna whip them back as well. Again, if your arms feel any pinching or anything like that, you can bring them a little bit lower, but we're just whipping them back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, adaptability over flexibility. Cool, awesome, great. Now you are gonna need your bath towel, and we are going to come over here to the wall. And what you're gonna do is you're basically gonna sit on the wall here, or sit with your butt back to the wall. You're gonna take this towel and we're gonna put it at the lowest part of our rib cage, okay? So you can have your knees bent up and then pushing the lowest part of your rib cage back into that towel. The whole point is to squish the towel. So one of the problems with posture is that our weight shifts forward. And the core can be strong, but we want to use the core to pull ourselves back. So that's what this drill is teaching us to do. As you push back into the towel, you'll feel a little bit of engagement in the core. Now we want to challenge that a little bit. So what I'm going to have you do is reach your arms up and then reach your arms forward. So you want to bring your upper body forward as much as you can, but keep pushing back on that towel. So you go all the way up and push all the way back. This is the safest and best core for your spine and for your ribs. We're going to go up and down for 3 more, and down, all the way up and down. Cool. Then you're going to bring the towel just a little bit higher. So just move it to that next segment. So we're keeping one segment stable, and then above it, and well, really just above it, we're going to move, but you'll feel some movement below. So push back into that towel a little bit higher. You're gonna reach up and down 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now you're gonna move it up one more spot, a little bit higher, right between those shoulder blades. So I want your shoulder blades to go away and your spine and rib cage to go back, okay? So really try to keep your shoulder blades away. We're creating space in the rib cage. This is the tougher one. You might have to adjust your hips. Keep that press back, reach up and down. So keep that spot pushed back. Should feel a little bit of core action and then some nice movement in the segments around that. I got obsessed with rib cage mechanics and kind of came up with this exercise. Stole it from a couple different people and brought it all together. Okay, so now I want you to keep it up there, and then instead of reaching up and back, we're gonna reach left and right. So you're gonna reach left and right, or right and left, but really keep that towel pressed back. Okay, so we're adding a little bit of rotation. You might feel a little bit of stretch in the lats, but make sure you keep that towel squished. Do not let it drop. The ground is lava. So for these last couple, we're gonna stop and breathe. So I'm gonna have you reach to the side, hold, and take a big deep breath. And now you should feel a stretch under the side of your body, basically. Like your lats is really what the stretch is. And then if you're pushing back, you might feel a little bit of abs on the opposite side. That would be best. Then we'll switch to the other side. So you're pushing back, reaching, and then a couple deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep that spine pressed back, but also keep reach. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Awesome. Another great exercise, you can move the towel up or down as you need. Now I'm going to show you your new favorite hip strengthening flow fixer of all things. Okay, so we're going to use our towel as a crooked camera. My gosh, do it right. Okay, great. So this is the last move. You're going to put the towel down. You're going to put one knee on that towel. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to reach the leg that's not on the towel. You're going to reach it around to the opposite side, kind of like a pigeon, okay? And then you're going to bring it back. Here, maybe this is a better angle. And then we're going to lift the hip up. So like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Lift the leg up, and then it's going to come down and reach across. When you reach across, you're going to bend and tap the knee back. You're going to go out, up, down, across. Back, up, down, across. Can we see that? We'll do it from the other side. So, because you see I'm reaching over here, up, there, and back. Boom, boom, boom. Really should have thought about these angles, but you guys get it, right? Yeah, you get it. Okay, so hip goes up, hip comes down, then we're reaching over. So we're getting all the motions of the hips. But I want you to get a nice little flow, reaching back, lifting up, reaching all the way across, closing the angles of the hips off, and then opening. Bring it down, reach across, tap the knee. We'll do 5 more. 5, 4. Make sure to lift that hip all the way up. Pee on the fire hydrant. And reach across even further. Hip up, toe up. Bring the hip down, then reach across. 2 more, all the way up, down, pigeon across. Last one, all the way up, all the way down, and then across. Awesome. So now we'll switch sides to the other knee. So what we're doing here, making space. So on one knee, I do not know the angle. This will be a good angle. Okay. So we're bringing the hip up, bring it down, reach across. Up, down, across. 10. 9. open the hip up, down, across. Turn that toe up, lift the hip up, roll it back down and reach. 7, 6, 5, and you don't have to go fast with these. 4, I might be going too fast for you. If you want to go slower, that is totally fine. The important thing is to go through the whole of the movement. Really open that hip up, close those hips off. Last one, all the way up, all the way down and across. Awesome. And that is our stretch club for today. Thank you so much for going through it. If you have comments or questions, leave them below. If you want to do those rounds over and over again, that's fine. Some people will give you one round and you can do 3 sets of that round. Or you can just kind of find the ones that you like and just kind of pick out and just do those specific ones. But ideally, what you'll do is you'll master this routine this week and you'll do it 3 or 4 times. And then next week we'll have a new routine, and that new routine will have some similarities, but some progresses. So we have certain themes we're kind of working on. These hips are one, the core is one, obviously the neck is always one, and then different elements of the shoulder we're kind of working on as well, creating adaptability, and subsequently we will create flexibility and strength, but that's mobility training. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, please leave them below. If you'd like to do a new routine like this weekly, Stretch Club is here for you. We'd love to have you, and hope you guys have a great day. Peace.